Good morning, friends. Welcome to Brooks Brew. I'm your host, Brooke Boylan, and let's get brewing. This episode is sponsored by Boylan Electric. Boylan Electric has been in business since 1990, serving the Maryland, D.C., and Virginia areas. For over 3 decades, they've been providing residential customers with top quality services. As an authorized Generac and Kohler dealer, Boylan Electric installs more generators than any contractor in the DMV. They install and manage many generator sizes ranging from 6 kWs to 150 kWs. Boylan Electric is also certified to do warranty work, repairs, and maintenance on both Generac and Kohler generators. Being a 24/7 electrical service company, Boylan Electric is your one-stop shop for all electrical and generator needs. Call their shop today at 301-990-9686. For more information, look below in the show notes. All right, friends, welcome back to Brooks Brew. Happy Sunday. You know how I said before that I was going to start posting every 2 weeks and that just hasn't happened? I apologize. School has been kicking me in the butt, y'all. It's been a hard semester. It's really been a doozy. The classes this semester are heavy workload. I know I said that about summer, but look, the deeper we're getting to the program, stuff's getting real, okay? That's all I got to say. But I'm back. I just also could not record an episode on National Coffee Day. Hello? I woke up this morning and checked my phone and saw that it was National Coffee Day, and I was like, alert the media. Everyone needs to know right now. So, of course, in Brooke fashion, I did get a coffee. I'm currently recording this at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but for my bestie girls and guys that watched my Instagram stories yesterday, I sent a pull out like 3:30 or like 3:10 in the afternoon. It was like, is it too late to get a coffee? I will say though, to defend myself, I did get this earlier today. I've just been sipping on it. So today I did go to Starbucks. I have to say I'm disappointed because Starbucks didn't do any like freebies, giveaway, nothing for National Coffee Day. Hello? Are we okay? What is happening? Dunkin' did, a lot of other coffee chains did. I was reading some like article on like USA Today and it was listing like all the coffee places that were gonna give away free things. Even Krispy Kreme was doing it, and like that's more for donuts, okay? And Starbucks did nothing. But I found a bunch of other coffee chain places that they were giving things away. So I was like, there was a couple in there that are kind of local in our area that I never knew about. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go try those. So I guess it was a win-win situation because even though Starbucks didn't do it, I learned about some new coffee shops in the area. So yeah. But I did go to Starbucks today, even though they didn't give me anything for free. It's okay, I'll give them a pass on this one. Maybe they'll just mean for tomorrow because I'm gonna inform you something real quick, okay? If you did not know, today, September 29th, is National Coffee Day. Okay. Tomorrow, if you're listening to this today, but tomorrow, October 1st, which is a Monday, is International Coffee Day. So I don't know the difference. I think the national one was saying like the first time that coffee was introduced to the United States, the USA, but then international is like for the whole world, I guess. So tomorrow, October 1st, for the girly pops and the gals, I mean, boys and gals, guys and girls. Sure, we'll say that. Okay. Anyways, International Coffee Day is tomorrow. So who knows? Maybe Starbucks will do something for that instead, since maybe it's like more worldwide type vibe. But anyways, enough about that. We're gonna get into today's topic just right off the bat. I've been meaning to record and talk about this for like the past week. It's just like finding the time to sit down and actually do it. And yes, am I drowning in homework? Of course. What's new? But I just really wanted to record this because it's been on my mind and my heart, and I just wanted to talk about it. And also, I could not post something on National Coffee Day because that would just be like a sin. Like that would be so against what Brooks Brew's all for, you know? Okay, hold on. I have to take a sip of my coffee. All right, let's get into it. All right, y'all. So I wanted to gather you all here today. No, I'm just kidding. I wanted to talk about resolutions, actually. Remember those little resolutions that we all made in the beginning of the year in January when we were all like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and be like, oh my gosh, 2024, it's my year. I'm gonna like get after it, like do all these things. How are those goals going now? How are all those habits that you said you were gonna do in the beginning of the year doing now? Because I'll be honest, mine are non-existent, okay? And I'm gonna be a little vulnerable with you guys for a second, okay? I have had a love-hate relationship with journaling, okay? I feel like, yes, it helps me get my thoughts, my feelings out, but then sometimes I feel like this is pointless. But I have to say, I rechanneled my journaling energy this past week, okay? And when I was writing stuff down, I went back and flipped a couple pages, which I probably shouldn't have, but I did. And I found a journal entry that I had written from the beginning of the year. So I'm going to be open with you guys and read you what I wrote in the beginning of the year about New Year's resolutions and setting myself up for 2024. Okay. Okay. So I'm not going to read you guys the entire journal entry just because the beginning was talking about like the ins and outs of 2024. Like I know everyone was making lists of that in the beginning of the year, but I can't speak. The parts that I want to highlight are this word that I picked to represent my year, and then also some habits that I wrote that I wanted to stick in 2024. Okay, so first, my word for this year I chose was trust. And I wrote trust. Oh my gosh, sorry, the page are flipping. Trust in God's plan, trust in myself, trust in others' actions, trust in my path in life, and trust that everything meant to be will be. And I wrote, I feel like picking this word will help me to think more clearly and be able to fully trust in the Lord, allow myself to trust that God knows my future and will guide me there. What did I say? Oh, and I said my last couple months of 2023 threw me for a loop, but I'm excited, anxious, and eager to see what 2024 brings. So here's to trusting in the Lord and creating the lifestyle I strive to live. Amen. So yeah, I actually feel like that word has been very prominent in my life for this past year. And that's something that really hasn't gone away. So that's the one thing I really did stick true to and remembered and try to follow. But it definitely was a good reminder for me this last week or the other night when I was reading back through my thing because we'll talk about later my highs and lows, but like this week was a doozy. So I really needed that to resurface to, my mind. So I remembered like just trust in the Lord, like everything's gonna be fine. Okay. But what I really want to highlight on too is that we all usually like pick habits, okay? We pick goals for 2024 or any year for that matter. Always in the new year, we're always like New Year's resolution, like I'm gonna go to the gym more, I'm gonna like, work out and do this, that, and the other. And I think we always start off strong and start with good intentions, but then by halfway through the year or even before that, you already fizzle out because school's busy. If you're a parent, like you get the kids' schedules ramping up, like with school and sports and everything like that. Maybe something happens in your personal life, something happens with your family, friends, whatever. And then we just like kind of lose track of it. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some people that stay true to their guns and continue their habits and their goals throughout the whole year. And I commend you for that. But I feel like a majority, I would say like 80% of people usually kind of fall off the wagon a little bit. And it's not a bad thing, okay? But I just want to focus on why do we put so much like emphasis on setting a goal for the whole year? Because honestly, like reading back at these goals that I had written, do I do some of them? Maybe, maybe not. But like some of them, I feel like I just kind of let go to the wayside. And it's because January Brooke is not August Brooke, or what month are we are? September. Tomorrow's maybe October. January Brooke is not October Brooke. So like we're just in two different places. So what I want to propose to everyone to do moving forward is why don't we like chunk everything into a quarter, okay? I think that for setting goals to make them more attainable and achievable, that's what the whole difference between small term and long term goals are. Small term goals are going to help you get to your long term goals. So you could have a long term goal of like, I don't know, buy a house by the age of 25. But then your short term goal could be like every quarter of that year, you're putting away $200, $300, $500, however much you want to do. So by the time you're 25, you can put a down payment on a house. Or maybe your goal weight that you want to cut down to is like, I don't know, like 140, 135. But right now you weigh 160 or something. But so let's say by the end of the year, you went away 130. In the beginning of the year, you're 160. How about just focusing on losing 10 pounds like every quarter? You know what I mean? So hold on. This may make more sense if I read you what my habits I said my goals were. But I wrote habits to develop and stick to in 2024. And I do see now that I put a little arrow up for just January, but clearly this didn't happen. Also, I'm not going to show you the whole page, but like, well, yes. Okay, if for people watching, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 habits that I wanted myself to do in the month of January. Hello? In what world was that attainable? Maybe because I wasn't in school and I was feeling ambitious, but let me tell you, when school started, oh Lord, shit hit the fan. Okay, so this is what I wrote for my habits for January 2024. Read morning devotionals, morning walks, drink 3 hydro jugs daily, alcohol only on special occasions, no more liquor, beer and wine only, sleeping 7 to 8 hours each night, waking up before 9 a.m., checking email daily, no phone from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., journal every night, read every morning for 30 minutes to an hour, exercise movement daily, prioritize flexibility, mobility, and stretch before bed, and no hour, 1 hour before bed. Wait, hold on, that did not make sense. No phone, 1 hour before bed. Reading back through this list, there are some things on here that I feel like, again, it's like an ebbs and flow thing. There have been different seasons, like literally and figuratively, of my life this year that I was doing these things more than the other. Okay. But again, I think with the stress aspect of it, sometimes like maybe I didn't wake up early enough to do my morning devotional or then go on a walk as well. Maybe one day I only got to drink 1 hydro jug instead of three, or maybe one day I did 2.5 instead of the full three. Um, Maybe one day I was just kind of bored and rotting in bed, so I was on my phone between the hours of 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Like things happen, things come up, and like I think it's just like knowing yourself. And this comes back to it like time and time and again, but like knowing what's going to be best for you and like what's gonna be most feasible, because I can tell you right now, me writing down 13 things is not feasible because I'm in grad school, like I'm trying to work out, I'm trying to train for a marathon, like a half marathon, like everything. Just other things are happening and occupying my life right now that, yes, these are good habits to build, but like sometimes it's just overwhelming is what I'm trying to say. So my proposal is that I'm encouraging everyone to do this, okay? For the month of October, and you know what? Look at it this way. We've already gone through 3 quarters of the year, right? So there's 1 quarter left, if that makes sense, if the math is mathing my brain. But you have October, November. Wait, yeah? Wait, there's only 3 months left of the year left? Oh my gosh, I just had a realization. Okay, so there's October, November, December. So less than a quarter, okay? I should have maybe recorded this back in September, but whatever. Well, it's September now. Anyways, okay, ADHD brain. You have at least 3 months of the year left that you can set goals and still achieve them. Okay. If you feel like that you maybe let your goals go to the wayside, you let your habits go to the wayside in the beginning of the year, now is the time to lock in and get them back on track. Okay. You still have time. The year's not over. Don't feel like you've lost it because it's still here. Okay. So, what I was going to say is that I challenge everyone, and I need to hear this for myself too. So, I'm taking my own advice. I challenge us all for the month of October, pick one goal or one habit that you want to start doing and do that every single day. I don't care if you do anything else except that one goal. Just focus on it, hone in on it, whatever it is, whether it's reading the Bible every day, whether it's taking a walk for 10 minutes after dinner, whether it's making sure you hit your water goal for the day, macros, workout, whatever it is. I want you to stay consistent with that because you got 31 days to get that ish together. Okay. And what do they say? It takes like 2 to 3 weeks, or maybe 3 to 4 weeks to build a habit. So, boom, all of a sudden you started reading your devotionals every morning and reading your Bible. And then by the end of the month, you're just doing it out of second nature. Like it's not even a question. You're going to wake up and read the Bible immediately and not do anything else. So, again, I'm preaching to the choir here, but I'm saying it for myself too, because again, like I still feel very like close and true to all these habits. Like these are still all things that I want to be doing in my life all together at one point. But it's again just structuring what you want your routine to look like and what you want your life to be like, essentially. Like, what is going to bring you the most fulfillment? What's going to make you feel your best? Like, what routine is going to help you thrive in all aspects of life? And that's pretty much all I had to say. Mic drop. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to actually do it. But, anyways, I just really felt like coming on here and throwing some wisdom on y'all. Not that I'm all high and mighty and that I know everything, but all I do know is that I can feel like it's going to tremendously help me. So I just thought, share some thoughts with you guys, and it could help someone else too out there who might be struggling a little bit. So that's all I got to say about that. So really short and sweet on that one, but let's get into our highs and lows from this past week, okay? All right, low from this past week first. We're going to start with that. Low was that I was just really anxious last week, okay? And life was lifing. And for those that know, okay, if you know, you know. But I was really anxious. So it was not good. But we had the weekend to recuperate and we're starting off the week fresh because tomorrow, actually, wait, you know what? I'm speaking this out loud. I know earlier I said that tomorrow's October 1st. It is not. I'm pretty sure October 1st is Tuesday. Hold on. I might stand corrected. There are not 29 months. I mean, 29 days in January. I mean, what? I'm on crack. There's not 29 days in September, Brooke. There's 30. Okay. So, scratch what I said earlier. October 1st is Tuesday. Okay. So, for International Coffee Day, it's on Tuesday. But, anyways, the first of the month is starting um Tuesday. So, besides the point, tomorrow's a new week, is what I'm really trying to say. So, to combat my anxiety and my week that I had last week, I'm telling you, I started journaling Friday night, maybe, or over the weekend, and just like been just doing it at the end of bed to like get my thoughts out. Who knows? This might be my habit that I do for the month of October, but it helped tremendously because it helped me just get all my thoughts out. I didn't have to talk to someone about it. It was just me and my pen and my book, and I just got it all out. So that's how I'm gonna combat my anxiety for the next following week. Now, my high from this past week is that I went line dancing with my mom and my friend Allie this past Tuesday. And we just had such a good time. And we learned new line dances because sometimes you go and they like repeat the old ones just because some people don't come to the other sessions that the line dancing instructor has and whatever. So we learned some new ones and I'm really excited to just keep practicing them and just to keep building up my little line dance playlist I have. I've already like accumulated a couple songs and I go back and look at it and I practice them. I'm like, wow, I actually know a lot more than I think. So it just makes me feel good. So to do continuing that to next week, I'm going line dancing on Thursday. I'm so excited. Anyways, I have a lot of energy pent up, absolutely, if you couldn't tell. But all right, well, that's all I got for y'all today. I know I always say like, oh my gosh, that was the quickest podcast episode ever, but it really wasn't. It was still like 20 minutes long. But anyways, besides the point, just a little in and out. Rest of the night, I'm gonna just do some homework and study and prepare for the week. So if you're listening today on Sunday, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. If you're listening this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever during the week, hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great week wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And that's all, y'all. And I promise moving forward, I will do my best to actually stay consistent with doing every 2 weeks because I really do want to be able to do that for you guys. And I'm feeling like I'm having more ideas recently of like what I want to talk about in the podcast. Before I was in a little bit of a rut, like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say, like, or what to do. And I also haven't really been able to have the opportunity to go visit a lot more coffee shops. So I just know once winter break hits, I will be doing a coffee tour. Shout out to Emma Iorio. She is amazing, but she has her own little like health Instagram that she's been doing. Is she sends out weekly emails, and I had just emailed her like not too long ago to reply back and be like, look, like I just love what you're doing. Like the one that she had sent that week, I really needed to hear it, and it was just really nice. And her and I got to talking. She's like, oh, I'm gonna do a coffee tour like when I come back from winter break, because she's in her senior year of college. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that's so cool. Like where are you gonna go? And she's like, actually, I'm gonna go to all the places that you've been recommending. And I was like, girly pop, no way. So I felt like so cool because I was like, oh my gosh, it's showing me that like me doing this is actually having an impact on people. Not that I'm saying I didn't know that before, but sometimes, you do stuff just because you love to do it and you just don't know if like other people would love it too. So it just made my heart happy to know that she also appreciated what I was doing. And, I gave her some recommendations of places to go try for coffee. So I don't know, maybe me and Emma are going to go to a little coffee tour together, but regardless, I'm going to go on my own little coffee tour to try some new places. I have a couple spots that have been on my list that I've just been meaning to go to, and just with school and life, it's just a little busy right now. So anyways, all right. I was about to end it and I'm yapping, but all right. Happy Sunday. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you later, friends. Bye.